Welcome to Roll Fair, a D&D podcast. Thanks for tuning in. As always, we will introduce ourselves. I am Devin, the Dungeon Master.
I'm Ryan. I'm playing Alton, the Tiefling Warlock.
I'm Brad, playing Arden the Wizard.
I'm Kayla, playing Kaiji, the Tabaxi Pirate.
I'm Austin, playing Sheru the Turtle.
I'm Ben, playing Raina, the Human Ranger.
I'm Sarah, I'm playing Asar, the Fire Genasi Sorcerer.
Perfect. So, last time we left off with the party in the Unholy Jackal, a tavern in Nalia, where they were told by Za, a mysterious person of some organization that may or may not be reputable, that she's looking for some spells from the island of Karatu, Calipha. And on getting to this island, they can look for Baka Akolbi, who's a fisherman that they just were able to talk to and secure passage to the island. And he let them know that he will take them there whenever they are ready. So we're picking up back in the Unholy Jackal Tavern, and you guys can do as you see fit until you're ready to go.
I think, were we ready to go? I think.
I mean, I was happy to head on right now.
Okay.
Oh, we're wasting daylight.
Indeed, let us go.
Sounds good. So the little commotion that was in the tavern, you guys are able to just go straight to Baka, and he prepares to get everything ready and go down to his ship. So you guys follow suit, I imagine.
As we're walking down, Asar just starts to walk a little bit slower and slower and slower until I'm at the back of the party. And then she's gonna just sort of nervously say, Raina, could you just spare a moment? I just need just a moment of your time. I just need to talk to you alone, if that's all right with everyone.
What?
You guys go on ahead. We'll just be a little bit slow. Give us a minute. We're right behind you.
Suit yourselves.
And just slow down to her pace. And yes.
So Asar looks, and she just wants to make sure that we're out of earshot with the rest of the party.
I would say it appears so. Is anyone trying to listen?
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, I won't be like trying to eavesdrop, but if I can
Go
overhear
ahead
them,
and
then
make a insight check.
An insight
Yeah.
check?
Nice.
Oh, 15.
15?
I forgot
What's
it's
your
0.
perception check?
Perception is plus 4, so 15.
And then also give me a deception if you're trying to hide it.
Yeah, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm just like,
Yeah, same. It's
So
kind
you-
of like your family.
You can tell that he's kind of trying to listen in. Sheru is.
We slow down till we've got about, 50, 60 feet between us.
All right.
If I got a 20.
You are alone
perception.
at this point.
Oh, wow.
Is that still too far away?
For 60 feet, I would say yeah.
Okay.
It is pretty far.
spoil sports.
So
I catch
Asar,
listening.
she's just nervously playing with her hands, flicks some hair behind her ear. Raina, are we actually doing this? Are we actually going to go to an island where no one has returned?
It seems so. I will say I do have my own misgivings about the situation. I am unaware of this Lady Zar's intentions. It seems she wants some sort of manipulation spell, which can't be good.
No.
But the truth of the matter is I think we've kind of run our course on options as far as trying to help Marcy's crew?
Well, see, the thing is, and I know this is going to sound... I don't care about Marcy's crew. The princess in me cares because it is the moral and just thing to do. The politician in me cares because I need favors and I need people who cannot refute me on favors. But me, the little scared girl out who traversed halfway across the continent looking for, in a sense, pirates. We're looking for pirates, and we're going to risk our lives for them. Are all of us worth their lives? Because I am not living for myself, Reina. I am living for my brother, and I cannot risk failing my mission to him.
Well, it is kind of tough because, in a sense, this is the first time I've really spent so long with any sort of a group. And if we're being perfectly honest, normally I wouldn't have, given two shits about something like this and would have gone my own way. But I've got, and I don't know how to explain this, ever since we kind of met and things started going, something has been just gnawing at the back of my head and kind of pushing me along this path. I don't know if it's... I don't know, it just feels like some sort of sense of purpose is pushing me, regardless of the fact that I honestly don't know these people. We've been getting along fine thus far, but we are constantly putting ourselves on a limb for people we hardly know anything about. We've been with these people several weeks now, yes. And it is difficult, but at the same time, even though the purpose that drives me cares little about the group or the situation, I have found some pleasantry in being around people again. It's been a while. I have my fears and my doubts, especially about that Arden character. I have no idea what's going on with him. And I agree with you that I don't think it's good to throw away our lives lightly. I just feel driven to walk this path at the moment. And I don't know why, but listen, I understand you have meaning and purpose and desires beyond this, and I will do what I can to make sure that you survive this Death Island no matter what happens.
I think I need more help. I need you to help me not turn into my father. I hate feeling this way. I want to really love my teammates and the people around me. Not being able to say 100%. I've been lying to everyone about how much I care for our purpose, and I hate myself. I hate myself. So, she pushes off up the wall, straightens up a little bit.
Listen, I don't have all the answers. I don't know how to help you. All I know is that I've been there. I've been dark places. I have done things that I regret every day of my life at this point. But it just, the same way you have things you need to do, I've always felt that I have had a drive within me for some greater purpose that keeps me going. And if that's the only thing you have to hold on to, at least hold on to that.
All right.
Eventually a light will shine. You'll get some sort of inspiration. Like I said, I normally would have had no intention of joining any party for any long extended amount of time, but something just, there was a spark, and it has been lighting my way this entire time, and I have no idea where I'm going at this point. But it's something where I held on to my purpose until something came into my life that seemed to be more than that.
Well, I'm happy for you, and if this spark will help me, then I shall follow you. Just one last question before we regroup. Could you tell what my true feelings were about the missions?
Honest,
about running around.
like I said, I've been in dark places. I understand when someone is just lost, when the only thing that they can do is put one foot in front of the other and just keep moving.
All
You've
right.
been aloof in feelings. I know that you've been kind of outside of conversation with the party. You rarely talk unless it's to me. So it kind of was something I did pick up on a bit ago. But just like I said, if I'm the only one here that you have to talk to, then talk to me if you need to. That's just how these things go, and maybe eventually we'll gain enough trust among the rest of us that perhaps we can really be a group instead of just...
Pretending.
Yes.
All right. Well, you better not let me die.
Oh, trust me, I don't think I'd live to see the end of that.
All right. So you guys finish up your conversation.
And we kind of pick up pace, and we get to the boat, and then maybe 2 or 3 minutes after they've all kind of gathered there.
Okay. Sounds good.
Rainer, could I talk to you alone just for
Okay, enough alone time talking. We have places to go.
Okay, yes, that's true. You know, it can wait.
I
Okay.
thought you were in love with Sheru.
That's what I need to talk to him about.
Plot
Guys,
Actually,
yes.
actually,
Listen,
speaking
I am
of which,
not good for getting relationship advice from. Trust me.
all of his advice was terrible.
speaking of which, while they're off, Sheru, if you're going to eavesdrop, let me do it. I can do it without being so Sheru about it.
What does that even mean?
You're terribly obvious.
Well, I wasn't trying to hide it. I was just curious.
That's the problem. If you're curious, you have to hide it. Whatever. Look. Look.
Bakar looks over and raises his really bushy eyebrows. Is like, she just gestured to all of you.
Yes, she did. And I felt mildly offended, but that's okay. And I'm used to that now.
So you know how you have your black book that no one can know about?
I mean,
Pretend like when you go to eavesdrop on someone, pretend like you're the black book. No one can know about it.
see, now that makes sense. See, if you should talk to Rainer.
Allegories. Don't talk to me. Well, you can talk to me. Sorry. I've done so much talking. I've done enough one-on-one talking for today. Let's just try not to die.
Well, I mean, that goes without saying.
Good luck.
We'll need it.
Yeah. You ready to cast off?
Yes.
I see no reason why not.
And cross the river Styx.
We've paid, so
Much like.
let's
Indeed.
venture on.
All in full. I don't expect to see you again, but here we go. And he pushes
Such
off
kind words.
from the dock. Essentially, you're in like this fishery where there's a bunch of fishing boats kind of coming in and out, unloading their cargo, things of that nature. And he pushes off.
I love the smell of fish.
Of course you will.
It's a pleasant smell, isn't it?
Smells a
is.
lot better when it's cooked.
I don't know. I don't really like the fishy smell.
Well,
That's a matter of taste.
You can taste it.
The fish, yes.
You prepare fish, even if it's raw, you prepare it correctly. It can be quite tasty, actually.
It's true.
so Baka begins using a large rod, essentially, to push on the bottom of the river, and then the current slowly starts drifting you around. You've got a small sail there. The fishing boat's maybe like 15 feet long, maybe 7 feet wide. So it's not a very large ship.
You don't have any oars on this ship.
Well, we just go with the current and use the wind.
But how do you get back?
We use this pole.
Okay.
I
I
sure.
just figure it'd go faster if you had oars, but
Sheru sits on the edge of the boat and just puts his feet in the water and starts just kicking in the water.
Are there sea monsters in the lake? Wait,
go
would they be
and
lake
pass.
monsters? Are there lake monsters? Are they like sea monsters? Are they the
This is a
same
river.
kind or smaller? It's a river. Are there river monsters? Is that a thing?
It's a good show.
Ask Jeremy Wade.
Well, I mean, have you ever seen crocodiles?
Yes.
Yes.
I guess.
Hippos, hippopotamus.
I guess that's
Oh,
true.
those are nasty. Those are nasty.
I'll just keep my spear ready.
I don't imagine they'll bother us. Maybe his feet, but
Here, crocodiles.
I'd be more worried about the hippos, honestly.
I mean, hippos at least won't hunt you down unless you invade their territory.
Debatable.
There's no serpents. There's no magic missiles.
magic missiles.
Magic muscles?
I guess those are sea monsters. Never mind.
What is the magic missile?
A magic missile is a beautiful and terrifying creature. It looks kind of like you mixed an eagle with a shark, and it will impale the side of your boat.
Exciting.
They're terrifying. and wonderful.
Let's hope we never see one of those in my life.
Are they only saltwater creatures?
I mean, I assume so. If they're not here,
I remember my father telling stories about those things. I've always wanted to meet one.
and that is why you have no instincts in your soul.
Plenty of instincts.
Is anyone else having
I just
troubles
choose
with
ignoring them.
the swaying of this boat? I've never been on one.
I think it's putting me to sleep. I'm just gonna take a nap.
I don't like it either.
I thought it would be different.
So
Hurl over the sand on the boat.
keeps pushing along. Don't throw up on my boat.
Look at the
Over the
horizon.
side.
It helps.
Watch the other boats. Watch the trees. Or something. Keep
And then he's gonna roll right into the water.
So you hurl, and you guys keep making your way over. It doesn't take long. You get there maybe in about 15 minutes. And you arrive at a simple dock. And as you get closer to the island, you see that as the sun catches the light of the building, it sparkles a little bit. Almost like a cracked open stone with the crystals inside. I don't remember what those are called. Geodes? Is that what they're called? Geodes. It's like a geode, kind of in that sparkle.
Like a vampire.
No, it's not like a vampire. Not those kind of vampires, at least.
Those vampires aren't real.
But you also notice that it's very well manicured. The island, it seems like trees, flowers, and whatnot have been intentionally placed. You arrive at the dock, and Baka turns to you all and says, I'll be back in 2 days. Hopefully I see you. I don't count on it, though.
See you in 2 days.
Hopefully you're pleasantly surprised.
I sure hope so.
Because
You'll
that
be the
means
first.
that we're still alive. I would rather not like to die over the next couple days.
Good luck.
Thank you.
And he looks around. Are you getting off?
Yes.
Sheru,
Yeah, sorry.
Is there any... Sheru
I'll
is
step
already
on.
looking for rare plants to, like, pick.
Go ahead and make a nature check.
I'm gonna, as I get off, I'm keeping an
14.
eye out for that siren he mentioned
Okay.
is around.
14?
Yeah.
Okay. You see various plants that can be used. Most of them are like just flowers that aren't necessarily used for a purpose other than looking nice.
Well, I pick one and tuck it into just like the top of my tunic.
Okay. Sounds good. And what were you saying?
I'm just
Ryan?
keeping an eye out for that siren in
Okay.
case. I have no idea what a siren is, but it sounds like it could be dangerous.
Okay, sounds good. So as you guys get off, you see that so you landed on the dock at the northwest side of the island. So if you were to turn directly behind you, directly around, you'd see the temple of Mishingu right in front of you, up high on the cliff. And the dock kind of rests on the coastline here, and then there is a slight rise up into where the building is. It's not a large island. You know, it's maybe 100 yards by 75 yards, give or take.
So it's basically just the building. That's about it.
Yeah, the building and essentially a garden in this area. And so as you guys see this slope rising up, again, well manicured, flowers all around, tropical palm tree like trees, papyrus growing around the island.
For being a death island, this is surprisingly well kept.
Indeed. I'm wondering, do they have gardeners? Do they have nymphs? Or something?
Seems odd to me.
Are there any creatures in the garden?
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
And maybe no one comes back because the people here are cannibals.
Or the people are fertilizer.
I mean, they go in hand, right? So.
13. You see like some lizards. You see birds coming in and out of the trees. You see some crocodiles that come up onto the banks of the river.
Crocodile.
And besides that, I mean, there's nothing. It seems normal for this area. Toads, things of that nature. Nothing that's out of the ordinary.
Look, Sheru, your cousin.
Are you talking about the crocodile or the toad?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, vaguely. I mean, reptilian, yes, and the frog is amphibious, but yes.
I'm sorry. It was a bad joke. Poor taste. I apologize.
But thank you for pointing out the crocodiles, and I get as close as I can to one and try to sketch it.
All right. So the crocodile sits there, seems very content to be where it is, and go ahead and make just a performance check. We'll just see how well you do.
Not bad. 16.
Draw a pretty good image of the crocodile.
That's a little good crocodile. I'm gonna name you Stefan.
Stefan
Do you
the
plan on
crocodile.
coming back here for the crocodile?
Maybe.
Oh, heavens.
Well, should we get moving?
Yes. I'd like to die before nightfall.
That's the spirit. Come
Let's
on.
not bring that energy to the group.
Sorry. I just have.
As you guys are kind of starting to rise up, you see the boat with Baka sailing away. You also see the 2 guards. They came with you on the boat. Good luck! You're going to need it. We won't ever see you again.
You know, this is a very clever way of getting the gods off our backs.
You're welcome.
It was all part of the plan.
Marcy, how did you do that? Just live on one of those things.
I mean,
I was on it for what? How long was that?
15 minutes.
That was terrible.
I mean,
Well, you just have a weird problem with water.
I
We already know
do.
that.
Being on water, I thought would be different than drinking it, but apparently not.
I mean, there is a difference between a small boat and a ship. But I mean, you grow sea
So
legs.
it gets better or worse with the...
Yes.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think that's accurate.
I don't think I ever want to visit your ship.
I mean, over time you get used to it. It gets better.
I'll admit I've never been on a ship myself, but I knew a couple people who've been out at deep sea, which say flows rather well until you get 40, 50-foot swells. Then you pray for dear life.
I hope you have a good helmsman.
So as you guys are having this discussion, walking up the island, you see a courtyard, very, very nice garden in this area, and you see along the walls sandstone pillars that create a balcony around the building as a whole. And the building itself, you see kind of a bronze dome top that kind of goes out above the lip of that balcony. And then you see that it's about 3 stories high altogether.
Hello? Anyone here at home?
So, as you shout that out, you hear in the distance, no, not in the distance, but kind of just ahead of you, maybe 30, 40 feet, the sound of steps on stone.
Well, sounds like somebody's home.
What's the game plan? Are we going to try to engage in
I
conversation?
don't
with them?
think this is a game.
Naturally.
But, let's plan.
I don't know.
None of our plans ever gone well.
Ah, that's true.
I think let's
I
just-
will go say hi to them. Hello!
Let's stick together.
Oh, that's
I
true.
got this just sinking feeling in my gut.
I hate that.
I don't know
You
what it
just had
is.
that on the
Yes, I did.
I kind
Very
of
much.
have a excitement in my chest.
You don't think there's any
Is there any
demons on
response
this
to my-
island, do you?
Hello.
Just
There is, but just
there's something just in the back of my head that keeps gnawing.
so as you shout out hello, you hear these steps coming down. You see, just context-wise, so essentially you see coming
Fireball.
from over here, a small woman. She's probably about 5 foot 3 inches, and she's got olive skin, and long black hair that has been set in like a braid crown on the top of her head. And she looks out at you and she says, "Welcome to Karatu, Calipha. It's a pleasure to have you here. I am Isabel Steros. May I ask your names?"
I'm Sheru. I am so excited to be here. I've heard rumors that people come here and never return.
Well, some people just enjoy coming and they stay.
Where are they now? Can I meet them?
I most of the time. Let me rephrase. They stay for a time, and then for whatever reason they just vanish. I never actually say goodbye.
Interesting.
But
And you've never wondered why
I do have 3 guests here today.
Well,
I'm sure you could try and talk to them. Please don't disturb them, though. I mean, only if they are willing to talk.
Sure.
That's not his strong suit.
Didn't plan on great disturbances.
What
I
is
apologize in
this
advance.
place?
This is my home. I've lived here for a time, and essentially, when people come to visit, they come seeking knowledge. I've collected many books and scrolls over the years. We've carved much information in the Hall of History.
may we see them?
Well, of course.
Oh, that's wonderful.
All knowledge is free here. I don't
This,
keep anything back.
this is my kind of place. This is Sheru.
This is exciting.
Very
we must
nice.
go.
Stick close.
We're gonna need to keep these
Yes,
two
I
on a
will-
short leash, or we're
Yes.
gonna lose them.
Stick close to the books. Let's go.
I mean, you're welcome to any of the books, but again, may I get your names?
Oh, yes.
Sheru,
Sheru. I'm the leader. I'm Arden.
Arden. You
Leader
look
my
like a
ass.
leader.
He likes to think he's the leader.
He looks like a thinker too.
Well, that's
I'm
true.
Edom.
Don't inflate his
It's
ego
nice to
anymore.
meet you, Edom.
Eat them.
And your names?
Cassandra.
Cassandra. It's nice to meet you.
Кажи спитали кутовичку.
It's nice to meet you. Kaiji? Did I hear that right?
Indeed.
And your name, sir?
Xavier.
Xavier. Well, welcome to my home. I am honored to have more guests. It's not as common as it used to be, but it is a pleasure to entertain. How long do you plan on staying?
Well,
I think
2 days.
just as long as we need to.
I mean, all right, it
We
comes
have
back
to
in 2
leave in-
days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I will have you as long as you're willing, and if our time is shortened, it is what it is. But I hope you will find my home accommodating. You can eat as much as you want. I have plenty of food. You can spend your time doing research. We can have conversations. Whatever you desire, my home is yours. All I ask is please do not disturb my guests if they are in their studies or do not desire to be disturbed.
You said the knowledge was free here. If we're looking for something specific, could you point that out to us?
My servants can certainly help you. And you'll find that the Hall of History is unique. You can often request a specific topic and things will be revealed.
Well, let's not go there then. I'm totally kidding. Let's go, please. Let's go.
we'll follow you in a minute. We just need to have a quick discussion with some of
Certainly.
our more troublesome group.
While they're talking, can I follow you in and talk?
No, you are staying here. I've grabbed him by the back of the shell, specifically this one.
Do we need to tie a rope and make sure he's on a leash this whole
Oh
time?
gosh, that's actually not a bad idea.
I am not.
Whenever you're ready, just please come through my door here. I will ensure that my servants leave it open, and we can have lunch later today whenever you're ready.
It was nice.
Is there anything
appreciate it.
specific you'd like to eat?
We will consider we'll get back to you on that. We do have
Certainly.
varying appetites, so
Certainly.
I'm not
we can cook
exactly
to order.
sure. Okay.
Can Asa do just a quick insight check to
Sure.
see, does she seem genuine with our help, or is there a malicious
Yeah.
undertone?
Go ahead.
I'm also thinking.
Arden doesn't care right now. Free knowledge.
Well,
That's all you need.
I have a passive insight of 16 if that makes me notice anything.
14.
Okay. Everything seems genuine. She seems to genuinely care. She seems to be excited about having guests, and she seems passionate about the knowledge that's here at her island.
After she has entered back into her dwelling and we are alone, I'm immediately going to use my primeval awareness to sense whether there are any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead within 1 mile.
Okay. You don't pick up anything specific with that that power.
This doesn't make any sense.
What doesn't make sense? I mean, nothing makes sense, but specifically what doesn't make sense?
This whole situation here, that there seems to be more going on than there is. By the way, I suggest we don't actually eat lunch, just make up a reason. We can survive on our rations. I just don't trust anything here at the moment.
Do you have that druidy, rangery, make-up food spell? The what's it
I
called?
do
Goodberry.
not have that one. I apologize.
We still have more rations.
We've
though.
got plenty of
Well, that's true, that's true.
jerky
Last
and
for 2
stuff.
days.
But we do need to stay close to one another, maybe buddy system.
All right, Arden, let's go.
Well,
No.
Let's do it.
No,
And
No.
Sheru,
to specifically.
remember why we're here.
We are here for the spell,
Yeah.
What we're specifically looking for.
and if I find other
Let's-
spells,
let's
then
not
you
get
know, they're
distracted.
better.
I mean, it was sarcastic to tie us together, but I'm wondering if the buddies need to be tied together.
I am not some sort of pet on a leash.
Well, until we figure out
Yeah.
why
well,
people
if you
don't
want,
come
if you don't
back.
want to feel that way, you're gonna be tied to me.
Well, that's not a bad idea, at least until we
I
get an
don't-
idea of
I
why
don't
people
like this
don't return.
idea.
Yeah, I'm quite concerned that people just vanish.
Vanish? Yeah.
So I feel like we need to do a recalculation because at first, I feel like most of us assumed that there was some kind of a dragon in here we need to fight, or some gauntlet of dungeony labyrinthy.
Honestly, though,
something.
she might be a dragon, considering she said she's lived here for a long time, and this place has been here for a long time.
Dragons do like to hoard all sorts of things. Knowledge is specifically
She could be the siren that
one
Mikhail
possible
mentioned.
thing. And it's entirely possible that, I mean, maybe what we're seeing, none of this is real. I don't know. There's got to be something more to it if people are just disappearing. People do not just disappear.
So
And that's also another reason why I say don't eat the food.
Arden, do you have a way to just detect if there's magic around here?
Yes, I do. Arden has been slowly inching his way towards the door, and then at that, just slowly steps forward.
say, can I make a perception on that? And grab him by the collar.
I don't want to use a spell slot, or well, yes.
I don't know. I,
I mean,
think
we
it
can-
might be
you
worth
can
it for
do
us
it.
to.
I can do it ritually,
Yeah.
and
That
I can,
works, yeah.
if we really want to do it quickly, then I can do it within.
We can wait 10 minutes.
I can do a quick ritual.
No, we can wait.
You can wait 10 minutes. There's stuff to learn.
I'm
We have-
2
And we'll be
days to
here
do
at
it.
least two,
Okay, I'm gonna
2
cast,
days.
Look, it doesn't
ritually
matter what you learn if you
detect
die or
magic.
disappear doing it.
but I'm gonna
Maybe
use
I
my
disappear
special.
to some nice place.
It's
Who knows?
an action.
Okay.
Once a day, I can.
So go ahead and you cast Detect Magic. And as you do, you get pings of magic everywhere. The plants, the grass, the stones, the building, everything is magic.
Is
I-
it all an illusion?
Don't want to alarm you all, but this place is lighting up like I don't even know what.
Can I make an Arcana
Maybe a
check?
tree with
Like
a lot of
Jackson
lights on
Pollock
it.
painting.
Why would you put lights on a tree? I
I don't
feel like
know,
that's
but-
a fire hazard to the tree.
There is magic everywhere.
I got a 6, so
Okay.
it's like,
So one thing that's interesting about the spell when you cast it, though, is no schools are revealed.
Wow.
that is interesting.
I'm not getting what school of magic, which is concerning.
However, whenever you look at the items carried on
They
yourselves,
still
those schools do appear.
Okay.
Okay, hear me
Well,
out. This
What's
is
that? What's the Oh, sorry.
a difficult thing to explain, so I'm not sure it'll come out well, but on the ocean, on the seas, there are Occasionally, the currents will meet and will cause a big whirlpool that drags ships, and the smaller the ship, the more dangerous, down far enough into the sea that everyone on the ship drowns. I'm wondering if there's something, if like currents of magic are meeting and it causes some sort of a whirlpool, drags people down to one of the hells or something, I don't know.
So is every little thing magic? Like the flowers and everything?
Everything that isn't like an animal.
Okay.
So the flowers, the plants, the stones.
I'm going to try touching a plant with Mage Hand.
Okay. You're able to touch it.
Okay, so it's a real plant.
And he has one of them
Yeah,
like
Sheru
in
picked
his.
a flower.
Yeah, got a little one in my tunic, just sitting there.
Okay. I kind of like I'm talking to the group, even though I'm kind of almost specifically eyeballing the saw, but and I just say, let's stay close. We don't want to lose anyone, and kind of start herding the group.
Wait, one quick thing before we go in. She said we couldn't disturb her guests, but we're also here to try to rescue Zaw's associates. So
Oh, wait, we are. That's right.
I imagine that might be those guests that
I mean, as
What about your brain talking spell?
message.
Yeah, that one.
I could try that if I'm close enough.
It's entirely possible we could strike up conversation to these people without technically disturbing them. It's only a disturbance if they're annoyed by us. So I would suggest only specific people talk to these.
I'm good at talking to people.
No.
I am very good at talking to people.
You're very good at talking to people. You're not very good at talking to people.
I'll have you know.
Listen, as someone who is horrible with people, I recognize my own kind when I see it.
I'm slightly offended at that.
Don't
Alright.
worry, it was fully intended.
So I say we pair up. I'll go with Sheru. Who's gonna go with Arden?
Sheru.
No, I'm with Sheru.
I'd say Alton, because if no, and hear me out. Because you can send messages. If he disappears, you can really quickly alert the group. So that's really the only reason. I do apologize.
Alton,
You owe me a favor.
One of many. Okay. So yes, don't eat the food. Keep an eye on your buddy. Raise your hands. Do you have your buddy? Sheru?
Yes, my buddy is Arden.
No.
Oh, fine, I'll go with Mossy.
We'll
she
share
hates
knowledge.
books, though.
we'll share knowledge afterwards. okay?
Good. It means that she will keep an eye on you and not on the books.
Think of it this way: if you two split up, you learn twice as much, right?
Well, we're going to learn the same amount. It's just you don't like studying, so I can't
So
talk
I
to you
can
about...
watch your back.
I can't talk to you about the fun things we're learning. It's going to be boring.
Well, I can't argue with that.
Sorry, what was the name that you provided?
Just eat them. The same
Edom,
one I've been
okay.
using in
Oh, that's
Valorant
right.
the whole time.
All right, Edom. Let's.
That's Hebrew for red, I think.
Oh,
I'm already walking into the temple.
That's.
Let's go.
I put an arm around Asar's shoulder. It'll be okay. I
All right.
I want to grab a flower in the way in
You're able to grab a flower.
and just put it in my pocket just because I'm curious about what happens later.
Sounds good.
Ooh, good idea.
You got a flower in your pocket. So you guys ascend the steps into Karatu Calipha. You pass through the door, and we will end the session there. Thanks for listening.
You have been listening to Rollfair, a D&D podcast. Produced, recorded, and mixed by SF Shields. Executive produced by the Rollfair team. Copyright 2021 by Rollfair LLC.